G'day, it's Clayton from Little Pig Consulting. Thought I'd raise a subject on underperforming staff. Bit of a touchy subject sometimes. How do you deal with them? Well, there's really two ways that you can deal with underperforming staff. The first is to coach and mentor them. The second, pretty obvious, is exit them out of the building. Let's talk about the first option around coaching. Most importantly, give the staff member an opportunity to change their underperformance. This is important. Give them the opportunity to change their underperformance. There also needs to be clear expectations set by you and their performance. There's no point setting goals and targets if you're not going to monitor them. So following up is crucial. You need to be clear about what you expect of them and how they're going to achieve your goals for your business. If you've got a commission structure, then maybe that's a way that you can talk about their performance, or maybe it's a sales budget that they have to achieve. So you need something to be able to measure it against. That's obviously important too. But you need to find out why they're not performing. There's a couple of reasons I could come up with really quickly. Is it a lack of training? Or is it that your expectations may be a little high? Well, only you can answer that. Well, then you need to put a performance plan in place and set achievable goals for them. Discuss what could happen if the results aren't being met in a timely manner. But don't forget to have the right attitude. Show that you really care and that you want them to succeed. It's important along the way to get their buy-in, because if they're not part of the decision and how things are going to work out, then they're less likely to participate. Set targets and celebrate the successes as they come along. It's important to follow up and keep things on track. Encourage open and frank discussions and gain their trust. Also find out what makes your staff tick as far as what's going to get them over the line as far as their performance. Not everybody's motivated by money, so throwing more money at it might not necessarily work. It may be that it's a lifestyle thing. They want to be home early for the kids and do the school pickups and drop-offs. Well, maybe that's a lifestyle thing that you can work on. Use this motivation point to encourage them to achieve the set goals. Well, what if this doesn't work? Well, that's option two. That's exit them out of your business. Now, this is really dangerous, or can be if it's not done correctly. Most of the time, though, staff do know that they're underperforming. There's telltale signs. You might be unhappy, or it's sales figures. I had a staff member once, I'm going to call her Sarah. I said, Sarah, how do you think you're tracking in the business? We had a meeting, it was a performance meeting, she knew that. She said, well, it wasn't really working out and couldn't see herself in the business long term. She was getting frustrated, and she could obviously tell I was getting frustrated as well. So what did we do? Well, I asked her what she thought, and she said, well, look, I think I might find another job if that's okay. And we said, great. How about we help you do that? So we allowed Sarah to look for another role during work time, and we gave her a glowing reference where we could. I'm really happy to say that that strategy worked well for Sarah. She's still in that same job today, nearly 7 years later. So what a great result. Treating people like humans, treating them like you really do care about them is important. Even though the business goals may not have been met, that's life. It's all about attitude and cultural fit. And when hiring, initially, you need to hire on cultural fit for your business. Are they a good match for you? Are they as enthusiastic about your business as you are? This is really important, because you can't teach attitude, but you can teach skills. So hire on culture and attitude rather than particular skills or abilities. You can teach those. Back to the danger. If you are going to move them out of your business, my advice would be to consult with a HR professional, get in touch with Fair Work. There's a lot of hot water you can get yourself into there if it's not done right. The biggest tip I can give you is document all of your informal and formal meetings that you have around their performance. Keep a good record of those, diary entries, notes, all that sort of thing. This can be used later on to substantiate things if things go pear-shaped. Remember to be fair, treat others as if you want to be treated. So imagine you're in this situation, how would you like to be treated? Really important. The other thing, aim to be the employer of choice in your region or your area of expertise. The world's shrinking now. It doesn't take much to get a bad reputation and have a high turnover of staff, and people know that. And eventually you put an ad up there on Seek or other and not get respondents because they know that you're not a nice place to work for. So treat others really well. World's getting smaller. You never know. You want to be known for the good things you do in your business, not the bad things. If you've got some underperforming staff or some other issues in your small business that you might need some help with, please get in touch. Your first hour is free with us. Come out and say good day. No obligation. Look us up on Facebook. It's littlepigconsulting.com is our website. Drop me a line, a message, and get in touch if you need to. We'd love to help you. All the best. Take care.